Coming up, a tragedy in Brooklyn as more gun violence erupts on the streets.
It'll take a little bit longer for those winds to ease, talking wind chills for tomorrow morning.
And we'll visit a newly opened Italian joint that'll make your mouth water. This is News 4 Now for Friday, April 1st. I'm Kay Ingram. First up, police are trying to track down the person who killed a 12-year-old in Brooklyn. Police say the boy was sitting in a car with two family members in East Flatbush when shots were fired from two dark sedans. Investigators say the gunmen were shooting at each other, but one of those shots hit the 12-year-old in the head. He was pronounced dead at the scene.
With my daughter now being scared to go to school, now it's like, what do? Do you want to stay in the neighborhood? Do you want to move out of Brooklyn, move out of New York? It's too much.
A 20-year-old relative was also shot multiple times. She's in critical condition but is expected to survive. The other person in the car, an 8-year-old girl, was not hurt. Meanwhile, in New Jersey, Governor Murphy says he's feeling well after testing positive for COVID-19. The positive result came from both a rapid and a PCR test. The governor says he doesn't have any symptoms. Contact tracing is now underway. Governor Murphy is canceling all in-person events and isolating the next 5 days per CDC guidance.
I move to adjourn until Monday, April 4th.
New York's new state budget, due today, will be a late one. Lawmakers left Albany yesterday for a long weekend after missing the midnight deadline. This would be Governor Kathy Hochul's first spending plan, but her fellow Democrats are wrangling over issues like tweaking the bail reform law and whether to extend state health insurance to undocumented immigrants. Also new, drivers in Connecticut will see a little relief at the pump. The state's gas tax holiday is now in effect, reducing the price of a gallon of gas by 25 cents. Connecticut is also now suspending fares on public buses across the state. Both discounts run until June 30th. And Westchester County is launching a new initiative to encourage more people to become volunteer firefighters and EMS workers. It's called HERO, which stands for Higher Education Recruitment and Retention Opportunity Program. It'll provide volunteer emergency service workers with up to $6,000 each year in tuition reimbursement or student loan assistance. To be eligible, applicants must be an active volunteer for 1 year and maintain a grade point average of C or better.
Hi there, I'm Storm Team 4 meteorologist Maria LaRosa. A few spotty showers that we had during the afternoon, those are really beginning to wind down, and skies are going to quickly clear overnight tonight. And so by tomorrow morning, things will be dry, but you can't help but notice those temperatures. Along with the cool down, we are still looking at those winds 10, 15, almost 20 miles per hour from the evening through tomorrow morning. So wind chill forecast. If you're heading out this evening, bundle up. It'll already start to feel like the 30s in places, and by tomorrow morning, wind chills down in the teens and the 20s. It will feel better by the afternoon as winds ease and highs get back up into the 50s, but definitely a chilly start. On the thermometer, down into the 30s again from the city, Newark, Merrick as well. Bridgeport at 34 will be down below freezing or close to it from Clinton, Sussex, Poughkeepsie, Monticello dipping into the 20s tomorrow morning.
All right, next up, New York Live's Lauren Scala is here to show us where you can get an authentic taste of Italy with some delicious cooking lessons. Check it out.
The DiMartino family has been famous for making pasta in Italy for well over a century. And the good news is for us New Yorkers, they opened a location right here in Chelsea Market called La Devozione, and we're going to show you around. Giuseppe, congratulations on the opening. Tell me about the town that you're from, south of Naples.
We are from a town called Gragnano. Gragnano is the homeland of pasta. It's like Parma for Parmesan cheese.
How many different kinds of pasta shapes do you make?
We make over 150 here. We only have 126. This place is called the Oval.
The Oval.
We have made these to show people how to cook pasta. So you have a tasting menu of 7 courses, and the chef will cook each course from scratch in front of you, and you're watching him. And it's a show, but it's also fantastic because you see how you can vary your diet and use different shapes to make it more interesting.
Giuseppe, what is this deliciousness in front of us?
See, this is la devozione, which is a little bit more than love and passion. It's devotion, with the respect of every single detail. This is 4 minutes of water. The pasta boils, it marries the tomato for 4 minutes, and then you have a little leaf of basil, and then on top a little bit of olive oil. Buon appetito.
Wow,
Different, eh?
delicious. That tomato sauce is so good.
That's the
You weren't lying. It's very good. So our final stop here for some cocktails and dessert.
Absolutely. This is a winter bramble, and this is a di martini. Our dessert is made with a passion fruit sauce, a chocolate surprise, and a crumble on top of an Italian meringue.
This is such a lovely day, Giuseppe.
Lauren, come again.
I'm gonna move in.
Well, you know, you're welcome, most welcome.
Thank you really for having us. I love what you're doing here. We'll be back. Cheers.
Buon appetito e salute.
So back when me and my family had our dogs, there was no better feeling than coming back home and cuddling up, especially to get through tough times. Well, now there's one school in Brooklyn that's using that furry bond to help teach students about hard work, empathy, and other life lessons. News 4's Adam Cooperstein is here to give us a look at this Mutt Degrees curriculum. Check it out.
Brody, sit.
Students at Shellbank Junior High in Brooklyn say school is better with Brody.
Brody makes me happy. He makes me excited. He makes my day go better.
The 120-pound shelter dog is more member of the family than mascot. Brought to the school in Sheepshead Bay thanks to a program called Mutt Agrees.
When I'm at Mutt Agrees and I say like something that makes me feel bad, he just like comes and cuddles me.
Mutt Agrees was created in 2010 by North Shore Animal League America based on Long Island.
We're elevating the status of homeless animals and the desirability of shelter pets.
Good point. Touch.
The principal at Shellbank adopted Brody, and while he is an adorable pup, he's struggled to get here. Brody was adopted and returned to the shelter multiple times.
And we tell the kids this story about how he was not successful in his homes and he was misbehaving and he didn't listen and he tried to run out the door and he was stealing food off the counters, and that's why people didn't want to give him a chance.
Brody has also helped the kids open up. For instance, when they talked about fostering a dog, one student revealed to her classmates that she's a foster child.
Now, it's okay because he's okay. We love him being a foster child. And now this child was feeling very okay to talk about her situation and the fact that she was a foster child, and it got all of the other kids to now put a face to what foster care looks like.
What kind of body language does Brody do to kind of tell us how he's feeling in the morning?
He's happy.
This program made me fall in love with the school. I've always been a dog lover, and I came into the school as a substitute teacher and saw Brody, and I'm like, this is the greatest thing in the world. They have dogs in the school.
Pamela Hupart is now in charge of the Mutt Agrees program and says it's a dream come true.
Brody makes me happy every single day.
Mutt Agrees has 70 dogs in New York City schools and dozens more across the country, making a difference in a way that only a shelter dog can. Adam Cooperstein, News 4 New York.
All right, friends, that's it for today's show. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you back here next week on News 4 Now. See ya.